Now then, whatever next, I'm back with who's right, me or my British husband. So the other night he says he's gonna make us some hot chocolate. Amazing. I come in what seems like 10 minutes later. He's stirring a pot on the stove. Sorry? And then slowly adding in milk. You are? So I come in. What are you doing? What are you doing? No, all you do, first of all, no milk, just water. Pop it in a cup and put it in the microwave. Right? Who's doing milk on the stove? What year is it? No, it's in the microwave with water. It's done. Anyway, so I'm going to test it now. What do you do? Let me know. I'm going to test it now. I'm going to make a cup side by side. It's the only way to test it. I'm going to do my microwave version and his stove version with milk and see whose is better. It's got to be mine. Who can be messing about with all this? I mean, you stood here for ages. Now for mine. Look, cup of water. Give it a little stir. It's not going to mix completely yet. I get that. And in she goes into the old micro. Yeah? I do mine for about 1.5 minutes. Now, a lot of you may be asking, do I make tea or coffee in the microwave? No, but I do warm it up in the microwave. So if a cup of tea goes cold or a cup of coffee goes cold, I just pop it in the microwave, right? I wouldn't pour it out and waste the tea. Even if it's been a couple of hours, I just pop it in the old micro. Whereas no word of a lie, my husband, literally, we've been married for years. I've maybe seen him use the microwave 4 or 5 times. He doesn't use it. He uses the stove for everything, or hob. Right, so here's mine, fresh out of the microwave. Now, of course, you have to give it a stir to get the stuff off the top. But looky there. Hey, look. Right, okay, let's sample it. Let's pour his, I'm using clear so that you guys can see the consistency. So that's mine. It's got the lovely froth on top. Now let's pour his off the stove with the milk. The milk in. Let's have a look at his. Let's have a comparison side by side. His does look creamier, doesn't it? Right, for the taste test, are we ready? Let's do mine first. Delicious. That's what I'm used to. Let's try the milk on the stove option. Let's turn off the stove. All right, here we go. Paul's hot chocolate. Well, that is drastically better. Yep, so I've been doing that wrong for approximately 25 years. Why is it so much better? That is worlds better. It doesn't even taste like the same drink. Paul for the win. We're in the kitchen, and that can only mean one thing. We're doing a taste test. I don't think anyone's ready for this one. This is something that my grandma used to eat. I used to grow up seeing her eat it, especially in summertime. I don't know if I tried it as a kid. I probably did because I tried everything that she ever made or ate, but I can't recall it. To you guys, it's going to be so odd. Growing up, I didn't think it was odd. Shall we just get into it? So you only need 3 ingredients for this. First one being your American jello, orange. I mean, it doesn't have to be orange. You can play around with it if you want. But my grandma always ate orange. Now, y'all can use the, is it Hadley's, Hardley's, Headley's? I don't know, the UK version, doesn't matter. Just some orange jello, right? Which I've made, it's in the fridge. Second ingredient in America would be these, right? Saltine crackers, which don't seem to be a thing here. There's no saltine cracker. So the closest thing is going to have to be the UK infamous Jacob's cream cracker. It is quite similar. Jacob's is a bit thicker and it doesn't have salt sprinkled on the top, right? So we've got our Jacob's, we've got our orange jello that I'm gonna get out of the fridge. Third ingredient. Any guesses? Who guessed it? There'll be one or two Southern folk that will have guessed it. Yes, so my grandma all the time, as a little snacky snack, would have orange jello with saltine crackers. We're using Jacob's with, actually Hellman's mayo was her favorite mayo. So I'm gonna try it now with you guys. It's not too far-fetched because you guys know I've told you about the jello salad before, which has mayo in, yeah? So it's not a far cry. And I love sweet and savory. It is my go-to everything. So you've got your sweet, your savory. The cracker's throwing me a bit. The cracker throws me more than the mayonnaise. Let's get it to the table. So we've got our Jacob's, we've got our orange jello, and we've got our mayonnaise, yeah? So how on earth do you get you need to get that jello on that cracker. Okay, that wasn't that hard. I think I've gone a bit too much. That's all you need, right? I think. And now I'll have to hold this while I'm squirting. I walk right into him, don't I? Let's put it back down. Let's squirt while it's still. All right, here we go.
The chef's dream.
Right? I'm gonna go in with a little bit more, not to be, I'm a mayonnaise fanatic, me. Right. Okay, bottoms up. Are we ready? Why does that work? It reminds me, I think you guys remember me trying the pineapple salad with cheese, lettuce, and mayonnaise and a pineapple ring. It reminds me of that. I see now why she eats it. I could easily just have the orange jello and mayonnaise, definitely, and sprinkle a bit of cheddar cheese on top. Oh, that would be gorgeous. But even with the cracker, the saltine would bring in the salt, but obviously this doesn't have salt on. I get it. I rate it, out of 10, I sort of rate it maybe a 5 or 6. It's not anywhere near being awful. It's pretty dang good. And I totally see why my meemaw would eat it. I implore you, give it a go. Who's gonna try it?